Welcome to our program, Qigong for a Healthy Spine and Back. Just a quick reminder, Qigong is not a substitute for medical treatment. Please be mindful of how these exercises affect you and only do what feels good to you or comfortable or safe. We're going to start this program with our traditional opening exercises. This is a traditional salute, and these are the 3 Qi awakening exercises. You're going to inhale and reach up, exhale and let your hands float down. Again, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, coming down to that lower belly, which is your center of gravity, considered to be your center of power. This exercise is said to connect the energy of the sky, the feeling of expansiveness, into that center of power. Now we do the same thing from the earth. You inhale up, you exhale, the hands come down, and you feel as if the solidity of the earth is concentrating in your lower belly, giving you a feeling of solidity and strength. One more time, inhaling up and exhaling down. The third exercise is unifying heaven and earth in your heart. You feel like your heart opens and then shine out like a sense of compassion or gratitude. So you inhale, feeling that heaven and earth coming into the heart opens and then radiating out. One more time, the breath inhales, it pauses for a moment while the heart opens, and then on the exhale you have that sense of radiating out and releasing down. Then we're going to go into a spinal rippling practice. And so one hand is on the chest, one hand is on the belly, and you're really exaggerating this sense of the spine moving like a wave or like a whip. This is an old martial arts technique, but what we know is that the joints in your body are healthier when we move them. And so when you do this motion, it's going to squish all the little intervertebral discs in between your spine. It's going to help the little facet joints start to have some fluid in them to lubricate them. And then you free the hands up, and this is dragon rippling its wings. And we continue that dragon spine. You're actually rocking back and forth on your feet to make this motion happen. And you just let those arms come out. So this is lubricating the spine. It's giving your body some movement. Now you can turn to one side. And you also want to feel really free and fluid as you do this. And one of the big benefits of this practice is that it is going to reduce the feeling of stress and induce a relaxation response. This has been found by people like John Sarno, switching to the other side, that sometimes our stress and repressed emotions can actually be a cause of our physical feeling back pain. So when we get the mind and body united, the emotions calm and clear, it actually goes a long way to relieving the physical pain in some cases. Now I'm just alternating my arms. This is just kind of a free flow. Feel free to play or go back and do any of those ones we just did. This is just for you, just wiggling around. This is going to give us a sense of circulation. And one of the points we'll make in this session is that pain, according to Chinese medicine, comes from stagnation. So if we can bring circulation, we're going to be better off. Now we're into our 3-part spinal twist. You can see I'm lifting my heels here, and I'm just letting my back turn. This is one where if this hurts at all, you just want to skip it. There are other exercises in this video that you can do. But for many of us, this is going to be an easy exercise. And the second one, you come up and you slap the shoulder. Each of these is said to help stretch a different part of your back. You're looking back with your eyeballs in this case. It helps to release the neck. Heel still coming up, twisting those abs. And now we lift the toes up. And if it's possible for you, you're going to look all the way around at your opposite heel. This is said to help stretch the low back. We're just opening up the body, releasing stagnation. Breathing naturally. and finish. Now we're going to do a 3-way spinal stretch. Please just watch this first round. I'm going to do it 3 times here. And just notice, does this look like something that's going to feel good and safe to your body? If so, practice along. So this goes exhale down, then inhale, gentle lean back. Then exhale, you make this sound high on that last exhale. Okay, here's the practice along. Exhale, inhale, lean back, and then pull in high. And you imagine as you do this that you gather energy from the earth, from the sky on the inhale, and then you pull it in high into that center of power once again. One more set. Exhale over, inhale, lean back, and exhale high. Then we're going to move into one of my favorite Qigong sets, the Quan Ping Qigong. It starts with a waist rotation. So your hands are on your back. My palms are facing my lower back, but if that hurts your shoulders, you can have the back of the hands on your lower back, or you can even just put your hands in any position that you like. So you're going to go one way about 9 times, and then we switch directions. Now notice that my head is relatively in the same place. It moves a little bit, but we really want to have that waist go round and round. About 9 times. Then our second one, you step shoulder width, and you thrust the hip out, and then you're going to do a quarter turn to the back, and then the same side goes out, and quarter turn. Thrust out, and then you just circle around the back. You're not really doing anything with the opposite hip. So in this case, my right hip goes out, it circles round, and then the right hip goes round again until we're ready for the other side. Nine times each of these, and then we'll go the other way. So the hip goes out, and then it circles around the back and just back to center. It's not really making a full circle, it's kind of just making that quarter of the pie. This is said to release a big ol' acupoint on your hip that, according to Chinese medicine, allows the energy to flow down through your legs so that it doesn't cause stagnation in your lower back. Now we're on to knee circles. So hands on the knees, and you're just going to go in one direction first. And then next comes a stretch. Make sure if this hurts your back at all or gives you a sciatica feeling, maybe just skip this stretch or take it very lightly. In the next video, I'll show you some modifications. And this on my hands, I'm grabbing underneath the ankle bone on the inside and outside. These are points on the kidney and bladder meridian that help to regulate the lower back. Then we take the knees in the opposite direction. Now I always go clockwise first, so I know which way is going to be the opposite. But if you forgot, that's okay. Just go any old way. Then we're back down. We're going to pull the ankles 5 times while pressing these acupoints, and that happens on the exhale. So you exhale, you squeeze the points, you pull yourself down into the stretch. Knees can be bent. You can take much less of a stretch than I am here, no problem. Then another one to be a little bit careful with is the back bend. But the good news is you can take this very, very mildly. We're going to do this on an inhale, and then you exhale back up. And you want to have the feeling that your spine is getting long as you lean back and staying long when it comes to the center. So if you're not going very far back, that's no problem. Have that sense of elongating your spine, and you'll get the gist of this exercise. Now your hands will also press in, but you don't want to press them in a way that you're like shoving your hips forward. It's actually meant to open the shoulders. Okay, now side bends, and these are pretty safe for everybody. You can do, I'm doing a moderate side bend here, but you can do less, you can do more, as suits your body. You're exhaling as you go to the side, and inhaling as you come back up. Exhaling to the side. And then we're going to take one arm over. The other hand is at your hip. And this is to support you in that stretch, but it's also related to this Chinese medicine theory of how the energy flows in your body. So as you're stretching, that hand is said to be like returning the qi to strengthen your lower back and your waist. But in general, this is just loosening up all that tissue that might get stuck in that waist area, the ab muscles, the lower back, the lats. And bring that arm on down. We've got one more side bend where you're going to interlace, come up, keep that feeling of the long spine, and then exhale to the side, inhale back, exhale to the side, and inhale back. Couple more sets. And exhale down. I like to exhale through my mouth like a sigh. Then take your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to make this little basketball hoop in front of your heart, and you're just going to turn. Now notice my hands stay right in front of my heart. I'm not turning my arms, and this is not a big twist. It's just a gentle little turn. Once again, we're emphasizing that sense of creating circulation. According to Chinese medicine, pain comes from stagnation. So if we can create this movement, we will feel some pain relief. Releasing those hands down. Rest for a moment, just notice, especially savor any sense of relaxation or quiet. We're going to go into a spinal stretch. This is the inhale. And as you exhale, you want to try to separate each vertebra as you go down. Then you bend the knees and inhale, and you stack each vertebra on top as you go up. So it's exhaling down. And once again, if you have a bulging disc issue or sciatica, this is a good one to skip because those forward flexions are not the best thing for that particular presentation. Exhaling down. Then you bend the knees, you tuck the butt under, and you stack up almost like you were being filled up from below like a water balloon. So you could do a milder version of this, just make sure it doesn't hurt. Or again, you could skip this one, and it's actually the back bends that are going to be better for sciatica and things like that, which we'll go into in the next video. But this is a Qigong for general spinal health. It releases the musculature of the back, and it also gets a sense of stacking up that proper posture. I'm going to exhale and finish up by letting those arms come on down. Then we have tonifying the kidneys and the Dan Tien. This is an energetic practice, and the idea is you're going to imagine that you're gathering energy from the earth. You inhale and it comes up these yin meridians of the legs, wraps the waist, and as you exhale, it's like your hands are sending that energy into your kidneys. It overflows and fills your lower tummy, that power center. So you inhale and you draw up from the earth. You exhale half your breath, filling the kidneys, and the other half overflow and fill the belly. If you can, keep the breath out here and then inhale and bring it up. Exhale half and exhale half. Continuing. And once you get it, you can use your own breath's pace if mine isn't quite right for you. So we're still mobilizing the body. In this one, we're doing more of a squat. The back isn't really rounding, so as long as you keep that back straight, should be fine for not aggravating those bulging discs. If you need to, be careful of that. But we are getting that movement in the body. We're pumping the circulation by moving the legs. And we're invoking the mind-body connection. So we visualize and imagine that some source of strength is coming up and it's filling up our kidneys, or you could just think of filling up your lower back with this energy and that lower belly. And what we're trying to do with this visualization is tell the mind and body that this area of our body is full of strength and stability. And the interesting thing is our subconscious mind listens to these visualizations we do. Then we're going to move on to regulating the belt vessel. Now this is going to start to give you some of that rotation, So this is going to be really good. It's a mild way to start to strengthen and also simultaneously loosen up your abdominal muscles. And we're also invoking the mind-body connection. So as you inhale here, you imagine gathering energy. And as you exhale, you imagine it spiraling around. This is called the belt channel in acupuncture, in Chinese medicine. And you just imagine this energy goes and tonifies that belt channel and also spirals in and fills that center of power in your lower belly. In this exercise sequence, we're always coming back to that lower belly center. So it's inhale, reaching out. We're going the other way. Inhale, gathering the universe. And then you exhale, it spirals in and strengthens your body, particularly strengthening that belt. And for a strong back, this belt channel is said to sort of hold in that sense of energy, hold in your sense of postural uprightness. So we really want a strong belt channel. Inhaling, expanding the mind, and exhaling like energy from all around is pouring in. We're using the power of visualization to invoke the mind-body connection. Just 5 on each side. Then we're going to inhale up, exhale, pull it down with a sigh. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, sigh it down. Have the feeling like you can just release tension, as well as giving a sense of completion to that last exercise once more. Exhaling through the mouth. And we're going to continue that idea of releasing stagnation with self-massage. So the lower back, this is related to the kidney meridian in Chinese medicine. This is the meridian that we'll often address in back pain. You can tap the lower back. So all of these are said to be acupressure point treatments, but as well, they're just helping to bring circulation. They're helping to regulate the tonus of that musculature. Now we're going to do this Qigong exercise, kidney breathing. So as you inhale, hopefully you can see I'm inflating my back with my breath. When you exhale, it just comes back to normal. Let's see it again. So it inhales. Here he goes. And the lower back inflates. And you exhale, you just come back to normal. So I'm slightly rounding my body to make sure this happens. That opening of the lower back. Hopefully that's visible enough that you can see. This is another aspect of getting that circulation to flow. And then if you would like to do the visualization, when you inhale, you're going to imagine a blue light fill the organs of your kidneys. When you exhale, you just see them glowing with this blue energy. So the inhale brings a blue energy. And you exhale and you imagine your kidneys glowing with that blue color. A few more rounds. Inhaling and you're expanding the lower back. Exhaling, glowing with that blue. Focus on any part of this until you get it, and then you'll be able to do it all at once. The movement, the visualization, all comes together. Breathing into that lower back and tonifying with blue light. Now we're going to be rubbing the lower abdomen called the Qi, which means ocean of Qi or ocean of energy. So I'm going down the left side and up the right. This is what I was taught traditionally helps to tonify the energy. But part of this is just warming this part of the body. And this is very similar if you went and got an acupuncture treatment. They might actually use a warm herb on these acupoints. It's traditionally felt that warming up an acupressure point really helps to stimulate it in a way that balances that energy and brings a lot of strength into the body. For Qigong, what we do is as we rub, you're going to imagine that you can like breathe light into your hands from the universe, and then exhaling from your palms, it's like you're sending it into that belly. Again, the recurring theme here, strengthening that lower belly center. It's your center of gravity. So we're cultivating this sense of strength. And these are all acupoints that help the vigor, vitality, and strength of the body. feeling that sense of warmth. You can focus just on the self-massage, or if you like, on the inhale, like energy gathers in your hands from all around the universe, and on the exhale, out through the palms, and it fills up that lower belly center. Finishing up, and we're going to take a standing meditation posture, which is aptly titled, Holding the Ball. So you make your hands just in the area below your belly button, as if they are holding a ball. Now this camera angle is slightly off, so it looks like one of my hands is off center, but you should really be holding the hands like they're equally placed on a ball. And you're just going to imagine deep in the center of your body that blue light from your kidneys represents water, coolness, fluidity. And the warmth you cultivated in your lower belly represents fire and heat and vitality. And inside your lower belly center, imagine those swirling and fusing together. It looks like a little yin-yang symbol of red and blue. And where they come together, they create a steam that pours throughout your body as if it's filling your whole body with a healing energy. Standing meditation is an ancient Qigong tradition for strengthening the body, so even if you don't do the visualization, it's still said to be very effective. Then bringing your hands in, place them on the belly to finish. Inhale up. And once again, just come down, just clearing the deck, smoothing everything out. And this completes our practice. We're going to do our final sealing the chi breaths. So you inhale, touching earth and heaven. Exhale like you wash it through your body, allowing any remaining stagnation or tension to clear. Then again, connecting with the earth and the sky, and imagining like beautiful healing energy is pouring through you, filling up any spots that need it. The last time, you inhale earth and heaven. They pour through you and also around you. They form like a golden egg or shield of light that seals in all the work you've done, helping you to transition from any meditative states into whatever comes next. Thank you for playing this Qigong with me. I hope you enjoy it. Drop a comment with any questions.